Okay, it's Orian Entertainment. Yeah. Elevate your mind.
Simulation collapse, I'm off grid like a fugitive. Government tabs, trying to clear what a brother did. Laugh in they face, cut my spliff, gotta double it. Fake matrix, I break the code like a puzzle kid. Algorithm trying to trap me in a feedback loop. I switch it up, crashing service feedback boost. Round table meetings at the Palantir group. Overdosing on the lies, they feed the troops. Blunts twist like lies in the politician lips. Mind lifted like I'm on a rocket ship. Mining truth on the moon, exploration trip. Rewriting fate, I call it a poetic script. Offline, no trace, a ghost in the system, a catalyst. They hate, no superstition. Third eye, open saddle lane, intuition. Light heart, healthy mind, that is my religion.
Okay, it's Orian Entertainment. Yeah. Elevate your mind.
Simulation collapse, I'm off grid like a fugitive. Government tabs, trying to clear what a brother did. Laugh in they face, cut my spliff, gotta double it. Fake matrix, I break the code like a puzzle kid.
Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll live in hell. Signed off as all praise to Allah. That's the Truth Social message posted earlier today by the President of the United States of America from the White House in Pennsylvania Avenue. It's enough to make you hear the flap of white coats.
Wagwan Collective, and welcome back to the channel. We are off to an incredibly nutty news cycle this week.
And this is the day that Christians celebrate his resurrection. And in this country, that celebration's been watered down effectively to candy and Easter bunnies. But globally, and certainly historically, Easter is the focus. It's preceded by Holy Week and Lent, 40 days of self-denial and prayer, all leading up to yesterday, Easter morning.
There is a lot of information to share with you this week, Collective. Our topic is distraction. Let's lead this, Collective.
What a great, do you ever sit back and just go, what timeline are we on? Like, what portal have we gone through? Where have we landed? Everyone keeps trying to get the aliens going, and no one cares because this is all more interesting. You know, no one cares. They keep trying to, they're like, another scientist was killed. No one cares. No one cares. I talked about it a few episodes ago. It's just people don't resonate with that because this is more interesting. The human drama here. This is the First Lady of the United States. I never been friends with Epstein. So go back to that. I want to hear that again, and then let's hear the rest of her speech.
And so the morning of Easter is a uniquely joyful and peaceful moment. And yet that peace yesterday was shattered. That's not an overstatement. It was shattered for many observant Christians by a statement that the President of the United States put out at 8:03 a.m. Eastern time on Easter morning that said this, and we're going to read it in its entirety, not in outrage or self-righteousness, but honestly in horror. Quote, Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. 3 exclamation points. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. All caps. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump. Now, a lot of people reading that imagined, of course, this can't be real.
And now for something completely different. A man with 3 buttocks.
So it's like, I've gotten calls from people going, wait a minute. Am I crazy or am I now in QAnon?
Open saddle lane, intuition, light heart, healthy mind, that is my religion. Told you be a slave and stay in line. Pay your taxes, obey, consume by. I spark a dub, TAC, realign. Through the smoke, my vision redefined. Media got them blind, and it's all by design. I'm repping something higher, maybe it's divine.
I had a dream that I was in a sort of a wood cabin, and it was vivid. Like, I felt like it's as real as this is happening to me now. So, by the way, there's a strong theory that we're all in a dream. This is not real. You heard about this? Did you know that there's a high probability that this is a simulation?
High probability.
High.
Over 50%.
Now, maybe you're not in the far reaches of QAnon, which is like Biden died and was replaced by a clone, or, you know what I mean? That's hardcore QAnon, but I think we're all QAnon light. We're all QAnon light right now.
Collective. You may want to pause to read. The numbers 111 and 112 are very special. This Bible verse aligns itself with the lexicon. The Most High is communicating the power of His word, which is undersigned by the light code 111. This Bible verse is encoding the law of 7 using a ternary cipher. We established in previous episodes that 111 and 112 occupy the same space.
Over 50%.
Not true.
Why are you so? What do you mean not true?
It's real, isn't it?
What's real?
Well, this is.
Well, what is real?
This.
What does real mean to you?
Real, yeah.
Real?
Yeah, it is real.
You say it twice, you've answered the question. What I'm saying is, there is a high probability. I think it's like, is it 90% or something? Have I just made that? Can we look it up? What's the probability we're in a simulation?
Today, this podcast.
Not just this podcast, generally.
It could be from 50-50 to over 99.99% between those two.
What did I fucking say? Simuls. So this could be a simulation, my G. How do you guys feel about that?
I don't like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. I would say that the way you guys behave and dress only supports the theory.
What do you mean?
Collective 111 and 112, which is also expressed as the total number 223, which is interestingly the opposite of 322, the secret society number for the Skull and Bones. But more of that later on.
Round table meetings at the Palantir Group. Overdosing on the lies, they feed the troops.
Israel, by the way, bombing Beirut 100 times in, how long was it? Was it an hour?
10 minutes.
10 minutes! I don't want to, guys, I don't want to be, I don't always want to be down on Israel, but I gotta be honest, 100 times in 10 minutes in a densely populated urban area? I'm really starting to get the feeling, and I'm just saying this, I'm starting to get the feeling that this country, Israel, is a little bit of a problem. I'm starting to get this nagging feeling that Israel doesn't really want this ceasefire. They don't want it to work. They don't want it to work.
Told you be a slave and stay in line. Pay your taxes, obey, consume by. I spark a dub, TAC, realign.
We should go to the White House for just an update on everything that's happened so far.
I'm not sure why we're all still having trouble with this. Let's try it again from the top. This is a victory for the U.S. because our goal from day one was for Iran to open the strait that didn't close till after we attacked, which was completely controlled by their military we had total dominance over. And it was a waterway that we could have taken over, but instead asked for help that we didn't need, but we'll remember that our allies did not give us. All because of the negotiating power of a FIFA Peace Prize recipient's threat to annihilate a civilization in order to liberate them from a regime that changed, which was not our goal, but we will take credit for, from an old man who hates us to his younger son who hates us for those reasons and that we killed his father. And while it is not clear the status of Iran's nuclear capabilities that we obliterated last year, but were going to be a problem in 2 weeks, one thing is for sure. They now have more money and control of the strait than they had when they made the old deal that we ended because it was terrible. Now, I think that is enough about authoritarian propagandistic regimes. Does anybody have any questions about the Trump Library golden statue?
This entire year, from when he was inaugurated till now, the name Epstein has loomed large over this. This is the key to unlocking more. The early Bitcoin, the guys all over 4chan, he's been so much of the political culture, the hate, the division.
completely different.
Roundtable meetings at the Palantir Group. Overdosing on the lies, they feed the troops. Blunts twist like lies in politician lips. Mine looking like I'm on a rocket ship.
On April Fool's Day, to just light up millions of liters or gallons of oil and launch a rocket. But here's the thing, they didn't even do that. It's all fake. All of it's fake. I know for a lot of people, they're just waking up to the last one being fake.
Victor, Christina, Jeremy, we're going to the moon.
I'm so curious about 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 pilots, right? 4 pilots. Or am I completely like, look, I mean, look there. Zip line. They think we're fucking stupid, right? They think we're fucking stupid. Of course the pilots are there. They're not going to moon. They're not circling around the fucking moon. Of course not. They're bullshitting every single one of us. NASA means to deceive. I don't know if you know.
Pain they create. Green in the Dutch is how I medicate. Mind sharp, cutting through bullshit like a blade. They fear the truth. Demonize the awake. Burn it down in hell. Let the hate dissipate. Levitate. But amaze you can't escape.
It is the highest high.
Offline, no trace. Ghosts in the system. A catalyst. They hate. No superstition. Third eye. Open satellite.
We're going to the moon.
That is my religion. Offline, no trace. Ghosts in the system. A catalyst. They hate. No superstition. Third eye. Open satellite. No supervision. Light heart. Nothing mind. That is my religion.
Things that don't look right, and this I know because I'm a filmmaker. I know exactly what this is. Check this out. Lives, so they can't afford to mess up, but they did mess up with this one. April Fool's launch. I mean, what do we expect from here, you know?
Exactly. It was the April Fool's launch. What could we possibly expect?
Collective, the Most High undersigned mankind as a creator using the number 322, elevated with status because of knowledge. In the Bible reference from the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 22. This number is indicative of proximity to the tree of life and proximity to immortality and eternity. The Quranic verse is its exact inverse numerically, consistent with polarity and the example of 81 and 18 in the parts. These two numbers, the symbology is indicative of the lexicon and of sources code.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon.
Did you say? We might find nothing, but it's definitely worth looking. And now I'm totally bought in. We're going to be like, I hope we don't make something up.
I hope we don't make something up.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
There are stressful moments and there are fun moments. There's a lot of laughter. And when you laugh in space to the point where you cry tears of joy, they just stick right in your eyeballs. And I always thought that was hilarious. What an idiot! Oh, what a loser! I hope that's what we feel when we splash down on Artemis 2. And that will be a magical, I keep saying magical. That'll be a great moment. Magic.
Cannot kill what you did not create. Offline, no trace. Ghosts in the system. Catalyst, they hate. No superstition. Third eye, open satellite. No tuition. Light heart, open mind. That is my religion. Offline, no trace. Ghosts in the system. Catalyst, they hate. No superstition. Third eye, open satellite. No tuition. Light heart, open mind. That is my religion.
Oh my God, bro, what is that? I thought it was the moon, man. What the fuck?
was fucking wrong? Yeah. So fucking explain to me. Here you go. The guy's getting off the rocket ship. Who the fuck is filming him? Who's filming him? How'd the fucking guy get up there if this is the first guy that's supposed to be on the fucking moon? A different rocket ship? So they sent the rocket ship up there. He got off and he's like, all right, come on up now. I'm ready to fucking film. Are you fucking serious? He's supposed to be the first guy on the moon. It's bullshit. The car. How the fuck did the car fit in that rocket ship? Look, how did that car fit in the rocket ship? Okay, right, more bullshit.
No fucking idea. Ain't no cloud.
Yeah, watch. Let me show you. There it goes. Bye-bye. You know what? I'm gonna stay behind. You guys go back to Earth. I'll fucking die up here. And how the fuck did he get the film back to Earth? Yeah, look, the fake fucking parachute. Hey, we're home now. What happened to the guy back on the moon? They just left him? Yeah, everyone guesses they don't have any fucking
But a maze you can't escape and you cannot kill what you did not create. Offline, no trace, ghost in the system, a catalyst they hate. No superstition, third eye, open satellite, no tuition. Light heart, healthy mind, that is my religion. Offline, no trace, a ghost in the system, a catalyst they hate. No superstition, third eye, open satellite, no tuition.
This verse has remained unchanged for hundreds of years, collective, and the Most High has undersigned it with two significant prime numbers. Prime number ordering exposes the company of jinn and men, or better known as the Luciferians. This is the Most High's code, and it cannot be usurped. And you cannot penetrate the skies, nor can you penetrate the earth without his say-so.
Do you know that Christina Koch was actually a character in Mad Max in 2015? Yeah, NASA astronaut Christina Koch appeared as one of the Vuvolini in the 2015 Mad Max Fury Road. And then just 10 years later, she's going to the moon. What an exciting life, huh? Apparently, she's only even been an astronaut for only 13 years. And she completed her candidate training in 2015, the same year that she was filming to be in a movie.
This is Jeremy's dinner, and in space, you really just eat all of your food out of bags of some kind, plastic bags.
Let's not forget about how the bag phased directly through Buddy's ear right here.
Minutes before the Artemis 2 crew traveled the
What the hell is he even doing? Let's not forget the vanishing red dot.
Look at the edges of it,
And
you'll
this
see.
has been rehydrated already, so we added water to it, and the shrimp soaked back up the water, and it's actually pretty tasty.
They are not eating anything. So, you see, look right here. It'll kind of distort because it's computer animation. And it can't animate that closely with two different objects moving side by side on different layers.
This is an example of a food that has not been rehydrated yet. It got all dried out for...
So they put this red dot on there because that is, if you know anything about video editing, you want to put a bright red area on something for motion tracking to keep track of where your animation is
flying up
going.
here in space, and those are green beans.
And it disappears sometimes, too.
A new moon mission has brought new conspiracy theories. 4 astronauts on NASA's Artemis 2 spaceflight have made history by traveling further from Earth than any other humans. Now, the internet thinks it's found proof it was actually all filmed on a green screen.
Terrible quality video, even though you couldn't take a bad quality video nowadays, even if you tried. 1995 digital camera. Video from inside the ship from the entire 10-day trip, except for when they're free falling at 25,000 miles per hour. No close-up shots either. They're making sure they're they're keeping their distance for some reason. None of this is melting, even though this ship would be hotter than lava. A crew going up and touching the ship and their hands are somehow not burning off. Here's a little bonus clip from a separate team of dumb. Why did the ball fall straight to the floor if they're in space?
I think we can all agree at this point that they are lying to us about Artemis 2, the recent space mission. Now, there was a couple weird things about this launch. They decided to do it on April Fools. Also, the rockets were 322 feet long, which is the number tied to Skull and Bones. If you read Genesis 3:22, it refers to the tree of life and living forever. They believe that one day, with enough power and money, they'll become immortal. There was an image of a NASA suit technician that has a clear tattoo of Baal on his hand. There are a lot of Masons inside of NASA. There was a clip that was circulating of the entire crew. They were visible on video, and suddenly a jar of Nutella flies in from behind the camera with perfect rotation to show the label. Now this, to me, looks like ad placement. Now there is a popular video of a plushie that was floating that's going viral. What people are saying is that there was no shadow, but the woman had a shadow over her hands. If you take the word NASA, it's one letter off of being an anagram to Satan. That's why they say T-1 minute, etc., wherever they're at. They name all their rockets after pagan gods, all of them. But if you check the roots of NASA, the person who built the rockets NASA sent to space was Jack Parsons. He claimed he was the Antichrist, he was deeply involved with the occult, and he says he was self-taught the schematics of the rockets by mythical beings through sex magic. Now, a lot of people think that space is fake, and that the earth is flat, and that everything revolves and moves around it. Now, the main argument for them is NASA's doing this to basically push a godless agenda. I think it's more of something like they want to do this cheaply and then pocket the surplus of money. They have gotten $650 billion in funding since inception in 1958. If you adjust that with current inflation, that's close to $2 trillion. So currently, every single day, they receive $68 million US. They believe that in between us, you got water below us and you got water above us, and it's us in the middle. So space is water. And there has been projects where they've tried to break out the firmament. Operation Fishbowl happened, and that was their attempt on nuking the firmament.
Collective, I am ending this episode expanding on the image from the last presentation. This is our world depicted and defined by the Bible and confirmed by all civilizations prior to our own.
Through the smoke, my vision redefined. Media got them blind, and it's all by design. I'm repping something higher, maybe it's divine.
Bird Cradle is underwritten by ternary mathematics and is encoded by a single Arabic character chosen by the Most High from the 14 separated letters. This letter is the first character of chapter 68. 68 is the number we reduced from coordinates 2435.
You can't escape and you cannot kill what you did not create. Offline, no trace, ghost in the system, a catalyst, they hate, no superstition. Third eye, open satellite, no tuition. Light heart, healthy mind, that is my religion. Offline, no trace.
I hope you enjoyed the episode, Collective. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, place a comment as well, let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next one.